Hello, I'm back. And I figured this happened just a little while ago, but I figured after playing Metal Gear Solid 3, I should probably play another one of my favorite PS2 games, of course, HD remake, or whatever you want to call it, Shadow of the Colossus. An amazing game. One of my favorite games of all time, alongside Metal Gear Solid 3. Like, great games all around. This is a sequel to Ico, for those that don't know, and it was on both of them are on PS2. And there are a lot of interesting things I learned about this game. Apparently, this game is going to be called Nico, which makes sense because it's this sequel to Ico, which I think means, I don't know if it means one or if it's a synonym of one. Then Nico would be two. And of course, just gonna check the settings here again real quick. Kind of check them ahead of time, but still. Screen brightness isn't too much. Check that just a little bit because this game could be bright, even the original is super fucking bright. But the what was I? The game would have been, this game would have been called Nico, and it's apparently gonna be online multiplayer for a PS2 game, if you can fucking believe that. That'd be wild. Me and my dad would have a lot of fun playing that, but that wasn't not to be. They made it a single player, and probably for the best. Not sure how to work. I mean, with a massive ass world like this, I would love it for it to be multiplayer, so that everyone can find stuff and it affects everybody. Like, oh, I found a lizard tail, so everyone's stamina goes up, and found a shrine here. Got guys, get over here, we'll all save and get our health back up and shit. That kind of stuff. But yeah, and then of course the game ended up becoming if I cannot pronounce the Japanese name right, it was like Wanda no Kaizu or Kaizo, or I pronounce Colossus, but that would translate to Wander and the Colossus, which is the name of the main character. But then for some reason it got changed to Shadow of the Colossus, and that's kind of what everybody calls it now. Unless here in Japan, they probably still call it Wander and the Colossus. But yeah, it's a great game. Also, by the way, they will speak Japanese because it is a Japanese game. When I was a kid, it's one of the first games I played where they actually I heard the Japanese language because I never heard Japanese spoke in anime because I always watched the English dub as a kid. Because, you know, on Toonami they would not have Japanese dub. I mean, they kind of did because there was that one Toonami commercial with Dragon Ball Z where they had like they had Dragon Ball Z World's Strongest movie like pop up, but they had like a bunch of like Japanese like kaiju, like, well, not kaiju, fucking kanji, fucking Christ. They had a bunch of those symbols popped in, like they probably, I don't know what they were translating to, but and then you could hear a bunch of the Japanese voices for characters like Goku and all of them, and then it just cut to you know, Steve Bloom, you know, like Dr. Wheelo has been revived, and and then you know, kind of go over the whole plot of like the movie, and you know, watch Dragon Ball Z, you know, the world's strongest, like coming to you next on Toonami, and that was the first time I heard Japanese voice acting alongside this game. But I didn't know it was Japanese. I didn't know what the hell Japanese was. I just knew this anime looks cool, and I'm like, oh, it's made in Japan. Well, Japan sounds awesome. Then I realized Japan's got all this culture and shit where I'm like, I'm down for that. That sounds awesome. Like, this country sounds cool. But yeah, so this is one of my favorite games. If you couldn't tell. And yeah, we're gonna play. I'm gonna do New Game Plus, just because I can. And I'm hoping this will work because I should select this, and it should give me the should give me all of my shit. Let's see. Hope so. If I somehow lost all that, it's gonna really suck. Because we'll see here. If I did, you might see me end recording here, and you know, that'll be the end. But I doubt that. Come on, don't change it. This is my second attempt recording. Fucking aggro came out wrong. There we go. All right, we're good. We're safe. I chose New Game Plus and chose a different save file, but that was the one where I didn't do all the time trials. This one I've done all the time trials, and I will not do them on YouTube. But don't need to do it. I mean, it's just fighting the bosses again. Don't need to fucking do that in a shorter time frame. I don't think I'll be using all the items though. I'll try to keep it more like a streamlined, you know, like default playthrough, but with like the cloak I got on, because I like that cloak. It's a cool looking cloak. The shaman's cloak. Won't be wearing the masks. The mask was stupid in the cutscenes. Yeah, this game is amazing, man. I fucking love this game. In this version too, they added a lot of cool stuff. They added one thing where it's like 72 steps to enlightenment or something like that. Quest or side thing. Where you have to find these little coin things or little like glowy spots that you pick up, and you get a fucking cool ass sword that I think one shots any boss, no matter how many sigils they have, or some crazy shit like that. And I'm thinking to myself, well, that's fucking awesome. It's called the Sword of Dorman, is what it's called. We'll find out who Dorman is here in a bit, but yeah, I'm not getting that. Maybe one day if I get it, I'll show it up on camera. But we got a lot of cool shit to work with, so let's just enjoy the game and the story and the amazing music, by the way. Love this soundtrack. Here's our special someone who's not looking too good. They never do see the relationship between these two. Could be brother and sister, could be husband and wife. I like to think husband and wife, but you know, that's up to the creator to decide. He's never said anything about it. Just kind of keeps it in the air.
Was you hick? Aurel yek for all. Ikudu ibikuka. Yulbzolu iondu. Yulilo cock. I usi yula cordoloya. Olik, olazulam, cause. Ilzazeriku atzoko. Amnos cludu. Laomism wop. Was you a diulas also? View houses is view. Ikola lukizado you lola. Islis pozaiuku. Aumizukikyo. You are la kwika.
Oh. Guess we're going to break a few rules here for our special somebody. Love they have to bring that bit in with the creepy ass masks zooming in on you. You cannot be in these lands. Well, fuck you then. Don't leave the bridge open. Oh god, it's the Heartless.
You Colossus, you dream. I love you own you.
Dormi for Alula. Ostu Hailwa Wukiwaikwa. Ujisu Yazu Zudoko was Nordekyo Wutira.
I will answer. I will be you item. Dormi cute.
Is Kumku. It is all of you equal. It's not all amusement. Alu declick if the least to is.
Was it's you love. Miracle always is I'm too cool. You equals you. And we no cool. You are do. No. You do. Oh, you could.
Uronora.
Reason could come around you. You are a good.
Oh, you. I'll bet.
I was difficult. No certain kiss, no cuddle. On those around us. I worry continued. Error was no service. It was a do. It was to do.
You do. You bet, Sanada.
Cool. I won't do. Was no service. Oh, you are there. Cry of sun. Was you are there. Or come Zulu. Jura. Nossos Iroiurans Kadu Mukodo.
Olam.
Iwadu was Noswido. Iwiro. Oiwa Awonshki.
Ola. You do new.
No Kurodo. Itura Euro. I would join Iros. Uewo Ikun. Gensram. Kai Africa.
And here we are. Time to go. Oh, quick. I think, hold on. Right here somewhere. I know that. Little lizard in here I can find. Where are you at? Oh, guess the lizard's gone. Oh, okay. Never mind then. Yeah, anyway. Already showing off the stuff I don't want to show off yet. Anyway, yep, that's our goal. Defeat 16 of those giant idols back there. Hold on, go see them real quick. Oops.
Yeah.
16 of these guys. I know most of their names. The others I don't remember. I'll have to try and remember if I can. I'll put their names down in the title, you know, of the video. A lot of places to explore. We can actually go back up this entrance, but it's locked, so we can't go through there. If we want to cross the bridge again, we're going to have to climb the tower from the outside. I'll do that as a extra video. All of our time trial rewards on both normal and hard difficulty are unlocked there. There's none for easy difficulty. Easy difficulties, I guess, if you just want to breeze through the fucking game. Apparently there's actual rewards for it, like getting those the special stuff. Yeah, got this beautiful world to explore. Amazing world. Love this world. Just fucking gorgeous as hell. Can't tell. I hope it's the. I think the game's. It seems to be running smooth on my little preview of my the OBS. Looks like it anyway. There's our save points. One of the many save points we can unlock. Dorman would have actually said something there. He would have said he would have said oops. Oh, that's no button. He would have said, like, you know, now's the time to move, and then tell us how to, like, raise our sword and shit. And then after the first Colossus, we'd run past this, and he'd tell us this is a save point. But yeah. A lot of stuff you can do in this game, and I already have some cool gear that I might as well show off a little bit of. Got your basic sword, the ancient sword, as I'm sure it's called. Then you got, this is a... Is it pre-order or is it deluxe? I can't remember, but it's a sword that increases health regeneration. Plus, it looks kind of cool. Well, this is how you find your objective. You're never lost in this world. All you gotta do is follow the light, and it'll lead you right to it. Plus, it looks cool when you do it. Just like a typical, you can't turn the... In the PS2 and other versions, you can use the right stick to move the camera around and, like, zoom in on Wander and the sword, have a cool, like, little angle of it. But yeah, you can't do that. So that's that sword. I forget what the hell they call it, though, because there's a bunch of options on here. I believe it's called Life Sword, of course. Then we have this sword, Sword of the Sun. It's actually, I think it's based on the design of one of the swords Ico gets from the guards. This one makes it so that if you're in a dark place, you can still do this. That's all that sword's for. Not the greatest thing, but it's also, you know, another sword of the collection, so I might as well. Here's the Queen's Sword. Again, this is one from Ico. Ico used this to defeat the Queen. It's very powerful. It will defeat a Colossus in pretty much one shot. Most anyway. If anything, it'll destroy the sigils in one shot. And this is why is he walking away? Aggro. Alright, fine. Fuck off. Can just wants to walk away, I guess. By the way, aggro is a she. Most people actually get the gender wrong because the PS2 mistranslated it as press this button to spur your horse along and make him run faster. This would be her though, not him. Here's our bow and arrow for a lot of puzzle solving and just pissing off a Colossus. Then we have the whistle arrow. Very nice little tool. Doesn't actually really do much except like divert their attention. You can also gather their attention, but it's the same as fucking shooting them. Then you have flash arrows. You know, or like fucking explosives. But they call them flash arrows for some reason. Whatever. Low aggro. Then you got the harpoon of thunder. This will actually not severely weaken them, but it'll do more damage to their weak points than the flash arrows. Just a harpoon, I guess. Kind of interesting choice. And we have a bunch of other gear and stuff, like Mask of Strength, Mask of Power, the Shaman's Mask. Those two do more damage. I think this one does more damage. The Power does more damage than the Strength. Shaman's for defense. Cloak of Force would go with one of those. That decreases your damage. This one increases Wanderer's defense. This one makes him invisible. I mean straight up invisible. Well, I mean you still see the outline, but it'll help for a certain Colossus if we choose to use it. I won't. We got all the swords and other gear I showed you. Then we have a lizard detection stone and fruit map to find lizards and fruit. Cloth of desperation, which I actually like that detail. It looks like it's a parachute, by the way, but it actually looks like the cloth that was wrapping Mono. Cursed Wander skin. Won't wear that. Kind of spoils it, but it does make Wander look different, like he does in the end game. These are different looks for aggro. Like aggro's default skin, as you can see, is just that, which is cool and all, but I kind of like the crested one because it changes the crest in there and makes it a little the different shaded black. Of course, there's White Steed, which is nice. Then you got a brown steed with the black hair, which is also nice. But we gotta have the girl be a black horse, black steed, black stallion. So yeah, get out of the way. Let's kill our first Colossus. Like I said, I won't be using all the gear and shit. I might fuck around with it a little bit. Because I just want to experience the story and have fun with this game like I usually do. But I will be wearing the Shaman's Cloak all the time just for the extra bit of defense, because it's nice to have that. And plus it looks cool, I think. Actually, I probably should show off the... might as well show off the masks, actually, while I'm at it. I think they look terrible. As you can see, that mask looks god-awful. Oops. He looks cool, but it just doesn't fit. Just stands... I don't know, it's just weird. That one's not much better. The Shaman's Mask, that's the one you saw in the beginning. Kind of cool, I guess. Gives him extra defense. That's nice, but kind of whatever. No, thank you. Cloak of Force is kind of cool looking. Not too different from his default one, as you see there. Just a slightly different pattern, but the Shaman's Cloak, that's the cool one. It's got a red look to it, and I like it. Big fan of the Shaman's Cloak. We also passed by a tree there that had fruit on it, but it was not popping up on my map, so it seems like some of the shrines and shit that I found in the midway through that previous playthrough stayed there, so that's kind of nice. Alright, can't take her on with me on this one. Oops, there's my parachute. Did on an accident there. I love how Wander's design is so cool. Just a very nice and simple design. He will be changing throughout the game, and you'll see why. I don't want to spoil all of it in case people are somewhat new, but you mean you get the idea. We're fighting Colossus. Even Dorman said it, so I wonder what they're going to look like. I'll never forget this scene as a kid. It's still awesome. I was like, are they actually Colossus? Oh shit. Look how huge he is. The trees and shit are getting knocked over. And there's like the rock and the ground just forming up. Jesus. Now, I know where most of the weak spots are at, but if you ever needed help finding them, you could always just do this. And, well, actually, we're not in the light. You get more sunlight. Unless I'm just not aiming it right here. Ah, it's not working. Wait, hold on. Actually, work. See a good example of what this sort of the sun does. It's not popping up. There's supposed to be one of those back there. Whatever, we'll find it. I know where most of them are at. But we can get his attention. That's not getting his attention. Come on. Wake up, fucker. Music should be playing. I'm not sure what's going on. There it goes. Oh, listen to that music. Look how cool this guy is. I think his name is Valis, I believe. Shit, here it comes. Oh, big swing. Now you wonder how you get on these guys. Well, no shit, dude. I know how to play this game. So yeah, sometimes they have weak points to have you make them fall over. Yeah, then you get that epic music. Oh shit! Hold on! Shit, I messed up. God damn it! How can I mess that up? I played this game a million times. Come on, dude. Climb up his hairy ass here for a second. Come on, come on, come on. Get the fuck up before he starts shaking again. There it is. That's one of them. Oh, that's this guy's a fairly easy one. Get to utilize that parachute. I never really did when I played the game because by the time I unlocked all the time trial stuff, I just kind of fucked off and never played the game again. Kind of stupid too. Bam. Kind of sucks to kill him this quickly, but I mean, he's a piss easy dude. But I like to listen to some of the music because the music's great. I mean, you can obviously find that on Spotify and wherever the hell else you want to listen to your soundtracks. But the cool thing is you can kind of stab these guys anywhere, and it kind of stabilizes them for a bit. Sometimes it just angers them more. There we go. He's done. Shit, here it comes. Stay away! Oh. I don't feel good. Hey, how you doing? Creepy bastard just staring at me. That's one down. I like how in this version you actually see the faces of the statues intact, where in the original they just crumble into dust, a bit of, you know, stone left over. Sometimes when he says what the next foe is, he actually is kind of giving you a hint as to what's going on. Oh, there's a little dove. Each time you defeat a Colossus, a dove appears too next to her, and she gets a lot better, because you know she was super pale. Now she looks a little better. We haven't changed much, but you know, like I said, there's a price to pay. What I like though is how they keep the faces of them kinda when they're destroyed, because you can actually go up to them and pray here, and you know, you do your time trials. Like I said, I don't have the time trials. I have the stuff here, so I'm not gonna do them in this save file. No, thank you. Oh, here's something really cool you can do. I can grab it, Chet. You can grab the birds, even that hawk that flew by us a couple times. You can actually grab it and hang on to it. Even a fish, or a couple fish in different ponds you can hang on to. So, this doesn't really count as a save point these days. But I'm gonna hit this save point. I'm gonna end the video here, the recording rather, and start the next one up pretty soon, because I want to do these videos like one per Colossus, so about 16 episodes per. I could do like the next one like right now. Won't take that long. But I don't want to do hour-long videos, because you know me, I'll be playing for like the entire game, and then you know all of a sudden you're watching for like 6 hours, and you're just like, all right, I don't got time for that shit. My cloak's all fucked up. Is my cloak all fucked up? There we go. That's fixed. Cloth physics are fun sometimes, you know. Just making sure, is this game set on a performance mode? It is. Why is it acting like so choppy on the... I guess I'll see how it looks on YouTube. It's a little choppy and whatever. It's the best I got. I don't have the greatest stuff here, you know. So there we go. It's technically a save, so we're going to end the recording here, and then I'll see you guys in just a little bit.